This is a wonderful jacket. I want to just start by saying
This is listen, I may never wear another thing.
Yeah.
I lost it, you know.
I did know. What
You
happened?
saw it I put it on. I was at the airport and I left it or dropped it or someone took it.
Yeah.
And you know, people will.
I know how they do it, yeah.
They see a jacket and go, ooh, I'm gonna have it. And they could be big, but quicker than me.
Yeah.
And so I put on Instagram.
That you lost it.
Luckily, I had 1,000 pictures of it.
Uh-huh.
And so I posted a picture and said, I lost my jacket at Minneapolis St. Paul Airport. That's my hometown. And
Yeah, give it up for Minneapolis.
And glad to see you got out here. And I didn't get any response. And then I said, maybe I'll just call Lost and Found there. Which, you know how that is, calling a Lost and Found?
Yeah.
You never get through. Boom. Guy picks up, John. I go, hey. So you picked up. I turned into Rodney there for a second. Hey. And I go, can you check to see if you have a giant, what is the name of this stuff they call it? There's a name for it. Anyways, I think I said herringbone, which is wrong. But jacket, and he comes back and he goes, we got a big blue checked one. I said, will you send it? This was like Thursday.
Yeah.
I said, will you FedEx it to me? Because I'm on Seth's show.
Oh, yeah.
Monday, and I'd like to wear it.
And they did.
And he did.
And
yes, I think his name was John Gubash.
John Gubash, and look, there you are. You're so happy.
Yeah.
There's the FedEx box and
That's
everything.
everything, you know, because you need, nowadays, when you're going on social media, you need a story.
Yeah.
It's obviously, I just come back from the new Solo, for my, Star Wars shirt.
Gotcha.
Then I opened a package, and what was in it? Of course, that jacket. It's obvious.
No, it's like
all
you're right.
wrinkled.
It's like a 3-act play.
It is. And the happiness is that I am on Seth Meyers' show.
With your jacket.
With my jacket! And Fred is back!
Fred's back!
Yeah!
What is, you're on a newer tour. What is the name of your new tour?
Big Underwear Tour.
The Big Underwear Tour. How do you name your tour the Big Underwear Tour?
I was washing my clothes, which I don't normally do, but when you're on the road, you got to do things. And so I put them in the dryer, and then I was folding them, and I took out the underwear, and I went, Jesus. I did. It was an involuntary Jesus. Like you go, Jesus. And I'm looking around for someone to tell, and no one was there. I go, are these mine? Are these mine? No! Because you don't know how big your underwear are while you're putting them on. I got ahead of myself.
Yeah.
But you don't know. And then I go, my God.
Yeah.
And so I said, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a tour called Big Underwear Tour. And because I'm an underwear hoarder. I don't know if you know that.
What are we talking? A total piece?
6 big boxes when I cleaned out my storage of big underwear.
Wow.
From different decades.
Oh, wow.
80s, 90s.
So you've
2000s.
never. And looking back, has the style changed a lot over the last 4 decades?
Well, yeah, the 80s, they were carefree. The 90s, ooh. And, they were. I was a poor kid, so I always think I'm out of underwear.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I had them all.
Yeah.
No one wants them either.
Have you tried to give them away?
Yeah, Goodwill won't. They shame.
They shamed you at Goodwill?
Yeah, they go, it's unsanitary. I go, they're clean. They're clean.
They won't take them.
No, so I make artwork out of them now.
So you, obviously you play a mom on
I do.
Baskets, which is fantastic. It's a
Right.
fantastic
Thank
portrayal.
you.
And did that inspire you then to write this book about your mom?
Yes. I came home one day. I was working on the show with all my good friends there, Zach Galifianakis and Jonathan Kreisel and Martha Kelly, and I was overwhelmed, and I was thinking about my mom because I'm really playing a mom. I'm not playing Louis Anderson as a mom.
You're really not.
I'm not. I'm telling you, some weird thing happens to me where I disappear. It just does. Anyway, I can't explain it. Wish I could. And so I wrote, Dear Mom, and I wrote this long letter. And I sent it to a couple of people because it mattered to me, the letter. And they were both said, my good friend Abraham and my manager Amos, and they said, this would make a good book. And I said, ugh, that seems like a lot of work.
Your mom seemed to be quite a character, especially at restaurants. What was your mom
Yes.
like at restaurants?
Well, she didn't, any Midwesterner, if they aren't waited on within 15 seconds, they do this. Is there anybody else here? It's true. Honestly. And then, honestly, my mom's first words were always, can we get some extra butter? And the maitre d' would say, well, let us eat your party first. Always.
It's really a lovely book, and
Thank you.
and she seemed like a lovely woman, and it really is truly, for my money, one of the great portrayals on television. And I'm so glad you're still doing it, and thank you so much for being back. It's just always
Thank
so
you
great
so
to see
much.
you.
Thank you.